We're out here in the woods and I got a broken tooth. I broke a tooth on my bucket. I didn't really break it. The roll pin wore through and then the tooth fell off and I'm in the middle of the woods. And I actually found the sucker. I was like, well, I was all done for the day anyways when it broke, and then I was walking out and there it laid right in the middle of the trail. So worked out good. Long story short, I have no idea if we're even going to be able to do this out in the woods. But I did go on the Google machine. I've got us some new teeth, some H&Ls, long toofers. Okay. I got some tools that I think we're going to need. And we're going to give it the old college try. If not, I don't know what we're going to do. Probably have to load it up, take it to the shop, and then use, you know, torch and grinders and whatever. But we're going to try just brute force, and it's hotter than heck today. All done with work. It's a Monday. I'm done peopling. And I think it'll do us some good to whack on some stuff for a while. All right. Hopefully the glare from my white legs isn't going to blind anyone. So these have, it appears, I've never, I'm a bucket tooth virgin. It looks like a roll pin. Really wrapped around there a few times. And that's what holds them on. Okay. So I think, how about this? How about we start with the easy one? The one that's MIA. Obviously we need to clean the hole out. I did bring us some hole cleaners, aka a drill bit. I imagine these things are probably impossible to drill. They're probably harder and hard. And you know how hard is. Hardy har. So let's just try. Brand new punch set. Brand spanking new. This thing's been in my box forever. I've got another set of punches I always use. Never use this punch set. Oh, okay. There's a piece of the roll pin still in there. Well, in that case, we better get one that's a little bit bigger there, mister. This is the biggest one in the set. Actually, let's see if we can get it to go. Oops. Oops. Hey, so far so good. That was easy peasy. So there's that broken piece there. Alright, and I believe I can fly. I do not believe I can fly. That lines right up, right nicely. I don't know if this is quite necessary, but let's just go right back in the dirt. So I had to, what I'm doing is I'm bringing up a bunch of logs. I've been up here for a few months in the woods. Ooh, that makes the ears ring. I probably should go put on some earmuffs. They're zinging now. I'm up here bringing out logs and trying to make a trail to the back of our property. It's about a little over half a mile long. It's all in clay. It's wetter and wet, and we're surrounded by dead ash trees. Not dead ash trees. They are dead ash trees, but they are dead ash. A-S-H. And I've been cutting down a zillion of those and carrying them out. And this bucket is way better with the claw, because the claw comes down in between these two teeth on my 24-inch bucket. It hits the teeth, and it's just not as nimble. Let's just give this a go. Whoa, that makes the ears ring. I gotta get earplugs. Okay, here we go. Don't miss. Oh, baby. Oh, you jerk. You jerk. These things really get... What the world? Whee! Hey, we're halfway done. Think about it. Well, not yet, we are. Whew. Okay, 2 out of 2. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. That one says, not today. Try this little guy. Oh, you son of a... You flinched, fella. You flinched. Good thing I wasn't swinging hard. Maybe. Wow, it feels solid. Can't get my grip. Looks like we're only doing 2 teeth today, folks. Ain't feeling good. Son of a... Mm-hmm. Okay, we're almost done. 75% done ish. I don't know if I dare. I guess we could keep pounding it. It seems like the outer, it's starting to separate into a bunch of little pieces and getting jammed in there. Well, let's give it the go. That thing is solid as a rock. Seeing if I can catch the edge of it and get it to go the rest of the way. Just smushing. I highly doubt we can drill through it. I'm going to plug my ear so I know I'm not yelling at you. There's about a 0% chance we're going to drill through it. We're going to give it a try. What's going to happen, it's going to snag. Break the drill bit, or it's just going to go squeak, 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 squeak. Put it in first gear, fella. Come on, frickin' D-Walt. Squeak, squeak, squeak. I figured those things would be rock hard. These are cobalt bits from the Mac Tools. Drill through about anything. You start getting into some hardened materials, forget about it. And no, it's not gonna make a difference if you put the lube on it. All right, we now have one dull bit. We will turn that in under the unlimited limited lifetime warranty. Let's play a little game of whack-a-mole here some more. Oh, ho, ho, ho! How do you like me now? So that's that. That's that, he says. There's still a small piece of that roll pin in there. Let's try to knock it out with another punch. Yes, sir. I don't know if we're gonna be able to catch the edge of that or not. I saw it. I don't see it now. I guess we'll have to pretend we didn't see that. You get it all? That didn't work. That's my little Indian chant. Oh, it looks like there might still be a piece in there. Ding dong. And it is not, so the hole here is tapered. And I just smashing the hell out of the side of it. That's all. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here, folks. There it is. Whew, I can hear again. Okay, we're good to go. It's interesting that that roll pin is as strong as it is. I think that's how you're supposed to say that. That these little guys don't just fall right off. They're not terribly expensive. I think the OEM ones from John Deere were only like 17 bucks a piece or something. I got the aftermarket kit, 5-piecer. Link in the description. Your CX156L for long tooth. And these weren't bad either. I don't know, 60, 70 bucks or something for the set. And we got a spare that we'll put somewhere. We'll never know where it is. Put all these back in the box. Meow. We got to walk down and get the excavator and bring it up and swap this bucket on it. And maybe we'll go dig a little something just to make sure they don't fall off. Let's go for a walk. It's not very far, just around the corner here. So like I say, the ground here is all clay, so you gotta put rocks on it, otherwise you can't do anything. Every time it rains, it'd just be a mess. It's always a mess, but I've been cutting down lots of trees. They're all dead trees. There. Hey, look, a little chipmunk. Hey, little chipmunk. There he goes. Come out of here, he says. So lots and lots of dead ash. You can still see there's still just tons of it standing. Ain't them trees with no tops in them. This forest was almost all ash trees, and then the emerald ash borer beetle, or the Asian longhorn beetle, I guess it was, came through and just messed up our world, killed all of our trees. So all their good forest firewood, cut them down. Chop them up, burn them, stay warm in the winter. So the only trees I'm getting are the trees that are in my immediate path here, which this was just all forested land when we started. And use some fill material from some ditching that we've had to do. This ditch goes for several hundred yards. Put that up, use that to build up the road. And then, putting some crushed 3/4s on it to kind of stiffen it up so we can use it. And then all of the trees that we're cutting are just trees that if the wind takes them, ones that are highly inconvenient because they're always falling in your trail, and they're super dangerous if you're out here in a windstorm. So that's the trees that we're cutting down. It's just currently the ones that can reach the trail during a blowdown, and then it gives room for undergrowth and allows these other maples and hemlock there and some poplars and stuff like that, gives them some room to expand. But like I say, I was using this bucket, but it's highly inconvenient because of the way that it works. So that bucket's good for moving material, not so much for moving logs and such. Look at this guy, huh? Got his Kmart tools here. So the bolt that goes through this, the OEM bolt, stripped out. So like I say, we've been out here in the woods for several months now, working away at this thing. And back during the wet season, swapping buckets out a few times. This bolt was already in pretty bad shape, the bolt that belongs in here. that one's stripped out on me, so I don't have a welder and, you know, ability to cut that off, weld it out here, so I just used a 1/2" grade 8 bolt. All it does is hold the wedge block in. It's nothing super important. And either some tool wrenches, THULE, toolie, however you say it. They're off a bike for a bike rack. They just happen to be 19 millimeter, which works good, and they're small. I keep them in the cab, and I never have to worry, like, did you bring a 3/4 inch wrench? No, of course you didn't. Pins did save my bacon one time. When it originally broke, I went down. I didn't want to drive all the way downtown because it takes a while. So I went to the neighbor's, and he had a 1/2" bolt, but it was only a grade 2. And I don't remember what happened. It bent, broke, something. Fell out. Maybe I just didn't tighten it tight enough. Ouch. And I think my buckle was getting wiggly. Good thing the little pins were hanging on, or we lost that sucker. Someday I'm gonna buy real tools. And this seems to be a never-ending task here, always toting diesel fuel, either for this or for the tractor. Because what we're doing as far as logs, we're cutting them down. After they're on the ground, most of them don't have tops in them. Most of the trees are usually pretty rotted. If there's a good section, we cut them into 12-foot sections. Narrowest part of my trail is 13 feet. So then I use the grapple on the front of the tractor to pull the logs out, put them in a pile, and then we'll come back and cut them up at a later date. But if they're junk or they're too pussy, just leave them, just put them in a pile. The critters will eat them, and what the critters don't eat, the earth will reconsume. Not like all the critters really like their brush piles, rabbits and all that stuff. These things are fantastic. For the mechanic with the on-the-go lifestyle, it's like a woman carrying wet wipes. Except these are manly wet wipes. These things work great. I carry a huge box of these in my truck at all time, no water required. They smell lemony fresh, and they don't leave a nasty residue on your hands. I really enjoy them. I mean, they work. Let's be honest. Here we go. So to be honest with you, I don't really have anything to dig. I guess if we want to dig something, we're going to have to make something up here, I suppose. Contact. Like I said, I don't have anything we necessarily need to dig, but we just have this little stump here off the side of the trail. We can dig that little guy out, throw it in the brush pile, and make sure our teeth work. In the woods. Enhance. Let's see who it is. Enhance. It looks like it's Mrs. O. Unenhance. Unenhance. They look pretty good. We'll see how the old H&Ls hold up. They're supposed to be wiggly, just an FYI. Yeah, I don't know. They dug a hole, they didn't fall off. That's great. That's all I can say. Mrs. O stacked this pile by herself. What are you doing out here?
You're out here all alone.
No, I got the people with me. I was just telling them how you stacked that pile of logs all by yourself.
Did I do that whole pile?
I think so.
I think that took me all day.
That's a 5-6 hour ordeal. You got her done. So what's up?
Did you do it?
Are those your wood shoes? Wow. Darkness. We like going Johnny Cash theme here?
Just like you.
I know.
In your darkness.
So what's up?
Coming to visit you.
I dream all the time. I look up the trail. I'm like, I dream all the time. I'm down here.
I'm here.
Here you are. Oh, we just changed the teeth out. Worked great without casualties.
That's good.
We got to get this tree down, Mrs. O.
It's hung up.
It's got a big old snag in it. It's going to come down like a spear. That thing's up there like a yard dart. So that's why I haven't taken that one down yet. I've got an idea, though. But we probably should get it on camera.
Should I?
No. Gosh, I don't have my safety gear on.
I know.
So the top of that ash tree broke off and it's hung up in that poplar tree. It's wise right there. Goes up. Top's broke. What I'm thinking, you don't want to get near that. That thing's gonna come down. Eventually it'll come down. But I'm wondering if we back cut it, leave a lot of holding wood, and then redirect it with a rope. Get a rope up in it, you know, face notch it, back cut it, but leave a lot of holding wood so it doesn't take off on its own. Put a rope in it, out to here. Problem is, here, this is on the neighbors. This trail is on our line. That's all dead. Every bit of that's dead. So, you know, we'd have to put a piece of equipment out here with a pulley and a rope and then just pull it over and hopefully that top comes out of it. Because I look at that all the time. It freaks me out, man. It's freaking me out, man. So I don't know what to do, so I just leave it. Just leave it alone. That's what I say. You got a plan? You got any plans?
Plan not to get hit with a tree.
Yeah. That one needs to come down. There's another sketchy one I need to take down too, but I just avoid them. I avoid the sketchy stuff. It's bad enough when they're standing dead anyways. That's the sketchiest trees you can cut down, but we've done a few hundred so far. And
You're still standing.
yep, so far. Anyhow, it's time to go. We're gonna leave it at that, folks. Not sure what this video was about. Obviously putting some teeth on the bucket, but then we're down rutting around making sure the teeth aren't gonna fall off, and got a visit from the very lovely Mrs. O. And that's it. Don't really know what to say. Haven't recorded much. I haven't recorded any of this process. Did one little video way back several months ago when everything was still frozen. And we were out just, you know, blazing trail. I don't know what happened to that video. Something goofed up on it. I had to take it off the YouTubes. Other than that, I haven't really recorded any of this because I'm usually out here by myself 99% of the time, and so it makes it difficult to record, and B, I don't know what you guys want to see, and C, nobody's really gonna like it, because we're just putting in a trail, like I say. So we're not boxing out, we're not doing it the proper way like you would, build a road. We just want to be able to get in and out of here with, truck and stuff like that, and be able to access the backside of our property, and that's it, and just not be waddling through knee-deep mud. But I'm not going to put $1 million into this road. It would cost a tremendous amount of money to do this the correct way, and to build the base and build it up and bring in material. You'd be talking hundreds and hundreds of tons of material. I'm buying stone, even just buying stone, you're looking at $500 a load to get stone delivered. So it gets expensive enough as it is, but we have to do something just to keep it dried up. The big wet spots we've gone through, we've used field stone that the farmers pick, and that's some big goonies, so that's been helpful. But anyhow, and then the chainsaw stuff, it's like concrete soldering and cotter pins, wire repairs. There's things you don't show on YouTube. Chainsaws is one of those. Building anything out of wood, building a road, running construction equipment, but operating a chainsaw, that's way up there on the list. You can do everything right and it's still wrong. But if you don't read the comments, it's fine. And like Mrs. O said, we're still here. So we try to practice as much safety as we can with our cuts and, escape routes. And lost a good friend, cut down trees, had a snag come down, whacked him in the head, dead. Left him, wife, and 3 kids. And then, of course, Jed, over guilty of treason. Same thing. Didn't know him personally. Felt like I did because I watched a lot of their videos. And, guy's a professional tree cutter, best of the best. Boom, looked up, here comes a snag, smacked him in the face. That's it, game over. That's all it takes. It doesn't take much. So fiddling with trees like that one down there, it's got a big missile tied up in the top of it. I don't know. Been a little hesitant. Anyhow, let me know what you guys want to see in the comment section, and if it's something kind of realistic or little bits of pieces here and there, I can show you what we do. It's nothing too exciting. Anyhow, you guys have a good night.